Do you understand how I'm feeling right now? I'm in a paradise. I know I might sound crazy when I say this, but I can't take my eyes off you. Oh no, you give me butterflies or something, 'cause when you smile, you make my heart race.
It's quirky, like a power fade. It's a catalyst, loving everything that I can complete. I'm diseased, I'm out of race. Got sun kiss, feeling the sugar rushing through my veins. Don't know what you do to me, but this is how I feel. I got an epiphany, you keep on running around and around my mind.
If only I could throw you to the edge of the earth.
You won't understand, I like you. I don't like you.
I'm stuck in a paradise.
Took me long enough to realize I like you. I don't like you.
I'm caught in a paradox.
Look at how time flies.
Refresh, reload, and a 403. I'm stuck in a paradise.
This is the loop that I do.
Refresh, reload, and a 403. I'm caught in a paradise.
Wishing you would be mine.
Hello, everyone. We're here with a wonderful minor bracket match between Texas B and Indiana B. We're just getting into the rolls right now, and then we've got an exciting match ahead of us. Looks like Texas lost the roll pretty bad, getting 4 points only. That's not ideal.
You won't understand, I like you. I don't like you. Stuck in a paradise. Took me long enough to realize I like you. I don't like you. Caught in a paradigm. Look at how time flies.
Refresh, reload, and a 403.
I'm stuck in a paradise. This is the loop that I do.
Refresh, reload, and a 403.
I'm caught in a paradise. Take a breath and rewind.
Eyes in my face, I can body opening up to my friends. I'm just worried they can misunderstand, thinking this doesn't make no sense.
No, I don't make no sense.
Looks like players are still figuring out getting everyone in the lobby. I think those were the official rolls though. Yeah, okay. Indiana's choosing pick or ban order now.
Caught in a paradigm, look at how time flies. Refresh, reload, and a 403.
I'm stuck in a paradise.
Refresh, reload, and a 403.
I'm caught in a paradise.
Wishing you would be mine.
I want you to tell me, 'cause this is how I feel. Keep it fresh in the page, but I don't say no deal. Don't know if you understand, but I can figure it out.
Indiana's gonna go with first ban and Texas with first pick. Indiana's gonna quickly ban away hidden 2. Makes sense. Texas looks really strong on reading maps. They got number 4 on the hidden 2 in the minor league qualifiers and number 7 on easy, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see an easy ban after this. Meanwhile, Texas is banning flex 1. Not too comfortable on that precision. I mean, CS8 is hard, so can hardly blame him. And they're going to ban the other precision map in the pool in the form of Hard Rock 2. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the other reading ban in easy banned out from Indiana, so. They could always throw a curveball, though. That map's really practicable, so maybe they did a secret practice session and locked in. And yeah, they're actually going to ban the DT2. So easy is on the table. I can totally see Texas picking that. So if Indiana left it up, maybe they think they have a better shot on that than DT. Or maybe they have some sneaky plan cooked up. And they're demon practice players. I think Indiana gets the first pick here, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, my bad. Texas first pick, and it's going to be Nomad 2. So picking into consistency streams right away. This map is one of the longer ones in the pool. Oh, and there's our other caster joining us now.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome.
I made it. Did I join the right one? I did. Have we started?
Did, yeah.
We haven't.
They just picked the first map, so you're here just in time, actually.
Ah, oh, fire.
Yeah. Starting with Texas's pick, and it's Nomad 2.
All right, little bit of a flow pick here on this Nomad 2. 190 BPM.
It's 190 BPM with lots of stamina. Yeah, so you gotta tap that for 4 minutes almost. Maybe I'm like weird, but in my opinion, the stamina's harder on this than the flow. So.
Could be, absolutely, especially for some of these minor league teams. I could definitely see that. Worth mentioning here, I don't know if you brought this up, Anomaly, but this is Indiana versus Texas again here. Not in this tournament, but over in USC. Indiana faced Texas in the round of 32. So we've got a little beef going on here, I feel like, between the two states.
I wasn't aware of that, actually. So
yeah.
Fun little fact there.
Yeah, Indiana in that tournament losing to Texas 5-1. But that team was like kind of disgusting. I don't know what the seeding's like here for this one. How does the seeding look here?
Texas is seed 6 in the minor league, so
there you go.
They're pretty
another
favored.
Higher seeded team for Texas.
Indiana's definitely punching above their weight class. Sounds like in this and in USC. So.
GLHF's coming out. It's gonna be an exciting one. Got our lovely streamer Laron playing for Texas B over there. I recognize that name. Lasagna Girly is another name I recognize. One of our lovely streamers, excuse me. They are not the streamer streaming right now, but
yeah, that would be kind of hard, if not impossible to do, but
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, already off to a decent start here for both teams. Zenro going to be finding actually a lot of drop hack and chain misses, so that is going to give a heavy shift over the way of Texas. Yeah, dropping down to 84% on Spliffy, but still able to hold on to the combo, so keeping it within reaching distance right now for Indiana.
This map is one where it can be relatively easy to combo, and it turns out to be an at game between the two teams. We've seen that in Major League. I'm not sure if it'll be different in Minor League. I assume it will be a bit, but
yeah, I think accuracy definitely will play a heavy role in this map, just given how long it is. You mentioned it already. It's basically like 4 minutes of this, so a little bit more build-up section. Zenro going to be finding another miss and continuing to struggle here. Lasagna Girly finally going to be the first one to drop the combo over on the side of Texas, but that's just the one combo gone. You're going to need more than that for Indiana to be able to bring that score lead back as we get into the first TI here, Anomaly.
Yeah, both of the FCs on Texas are holding around 99% AC. Indiana's considerably lower, but oh, and Spliffy goes down there, so there's only one FC left for Indiana.
Yeah, these combos going by the wayside here for Indiana as we get into the second part of this Ki now. Still, though, better recovery starting to build up here on Lasagna Girly. over Spliffy, who is just not having a good time at it. And this is probably what Texas scouted out, that Indiana B is probably a lot weaker on the mechanics here on these longer streams. Even if it is 190 BPM for players like these, 190 BPM is still going to be on the higher side for streams as long
fast.
as these. Yeah. Definitely could be cumbersome for some of these players, but they are trying their best. But 400,000 points here, Anomaly coming into the final third of the map, it might already be a Texas B point.
I don't think that's crazy to say. Especially you look at the act on these Texas players, and they are showing that they are very comfortable on this kind of map. And Laron will go down, traded by Sugary.
That was the last major combo there for Indiana. Zenro also going to be falling by the wayside now. Spliffy on that recovery, but it's still trailing behind Lasagna Girly, and Boro is just doing work on that full combo, the last full combo, and that score lead is just climbing exponentially for Texas. 600,000 points and continuing to go. Look at the accuracies, Anomaly. It's 98% on Lasagna Girly, and that's their lowest accuracy. The other two players above 99,
Boro is 99.5. That's insane. That's really good act. I don't like we see that not that often in Major League even, so
no,
Boro can
absolutely.
tap, that's for sure.
I'm sure this guy shouldn't have been on the Major League team, on the A team for Texas.
I'm not certain. I can see it.
Hey, almost a million score differential here on Texas B's first pick, and doing phenomenally. Just the one miss from Laron, the two miss from Lasagna Girly, but the combo's really shining through for this team. One miss on Sugary, worth mentioning. The other two teammates of theirs just not having as good of a time, especially with the accuracy department. I think, unfortunately for them, they were just like third playered, even with Zenro dropping about a similar score as Spliffy. I think Zenro probably just low rolled the combo, unfortunately, and that is why the score dropped as much as it did. You could really see that they struggled at the very early beginnings of the streams, rather than the later end of the map where they were able to make good recovery. But yeah, it's is going to be the point for Texas B on their first pick. So now Indiana get to see where they get to go next for their next pick.
Yeah, no breakpoints yet, so you don't have to sweat it. As long as you focus on winning your own pick, Indiana stays in it.
Do have looking at these bans, that was the precision maps, both banned out by Texas B.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to me. I actually wasn't aware. Maybe that's just them not wanting to play precision. I wasn't aware that maybe Indiana B could potentially be strong on precision, but they actually might be. So
they're not
those
bad.
Yeah, those could be good bans, but ooh.
From what I'm seeing, I think Texas still has the upper hand, but it's definitely maybe the more coin flippy maps, especially that Flex 1. It's pretty weird. So
we're going to go
raw
into
aim
the
with
DT1.
the DT1. Yeah.
Yeah. What can you say about this map here?
It's kind of awkward aim, and it's low AR. It's 9.7 after DT. So you got to be, otherwise it's like a normal DT1. You got to be consistent with the aim, but the patterns are kind of awkward.
Okay, cool. So generally just a DT1 at its core. We're not getting too fancy with it.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Any big bursts in this one, or is it mostly
Not
just
really,
aim?
no. There might be some
okay.
triples. Like, that's about it.
Sure. Hey,
It's
we
raw
like
aim.
some triples. We do like some triples going on here in our DT1s. At least I do. I don't know how the players feel, but
I don't mind them.
I'm seeing Thor in the lobby. Do we got Thor playing for Texas? Is that what I'm seeing here? Thor, I'm in. Let's
like it.
go.
He is on Indiana's side right now.
Indiana, best country. Can we get a fact check on that?
Yeah, fact check. I'm not sure they're a country at all. Like
I
last
live
I
here,
checked.
and I'm pretty sure we're just a state, man.
Indiana B team's working to change that, I guess.
Thor is actually not in. 3 seconds, he's out, and we are
Thor.
going to see the actual the actual players here in the lobby. It's going to be Jexy coming in for Texas B. The other two players remaining from that previous Nomad 2 being Boral and Laron. Spliffy, DT, and Sugary going to be your lineup here for Indiana. I believe DT coming in over Zenro? Or is it Sugary over Zenro?
No, it's DT. The other two are the same.
Awesome.
Seeing some early misses here on Indiana. Won't matter too much, but could set the pace for the map.
Yeah, definitely a little bit awkward to be missing right at the very beginning, but if you are going to miss, the beginning is where you would want to miss. Really worried about the accuracy more than those misses here. Spliffy dropping down to lower than 90% is actually pretty bad on a map like this, because there's really not much going on. Act drops shouldn't be happening that much, so maybe potential for like offset issues, and that's going to be DT finding another miss there as well. So yeah, already off of the first pick here for Indiana B is not a great start for them, unfortunately.
Jexy is going to trade, but yeah, pretty nice combo advantage on the side of Texas. And that accuracy is the bigger deal, like you said. Pretty stark contrast.
Yeah, I mean, 300,000 points. Of course, that is coming from both the misses and the accuracy, but even when the misses weren't there, the accuracy issues were the reason why Texas B was already up like 70,000 points just off the intro.
Spliffy's going to go down for Indiana, so Sugary has their only combo, and it's just not really enough when Texas is holding on to 2 FCs. A third of the map left, and it's a 600k lead for Texas. Not looking great for Indiana.
Yeah, I would go ahead and say that this is going to be a second point on the board here for Texas B. It's going to be a break point as well. That miss coming through from Laron will help put a stop to the score lead from getting too crazy. But, I mean, how much is too crazy when you're already 760,000 points in your favor? Again, probably going to be close to 1 million points when all is said and done here, as Boral is looking to get another full combo, trying to close it out, but maybe I cast.
You just had to say it. You actually just had to say it.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to, but I was so confident in their ability here. Okay, and you know what? It's not my fault. I've already said it. Not my fault. But still, look at the score gap here. 950,000 again.
It's going to go to 1 million.
1 million?
Maybe not quite.
You gotta spin a little bit harder than that, Texas. Looks like Indiana really wanted it to not go over that 1 million threshold, and can you blame them? I mean,
I can't at all. No.
No, yeah. So that's a rough performance there from Indiana on their first
with
pick.
The 0 miss. I didn't notice that. It was just only slider breaks.
Just slider breaks, yeah. Well, a very unfortunate start to the match here for Indiana. Texas finding the break point anomaly.
Yeah, or I guess just the first break point, but it's on Indiana's first pick. Texas gets to pick another map here. Hopefully go up to 3-0 if everything pans out for them.
Yeah, looking to consolidate on that break point is going to be key for them. I think they could actually just go anywhere with mechanics. You can go into the DTs. Again, there is more flow.
They're gonna play the easy.
Actually just going to be the easy. All right. Hey, out of any of the maps that I knew that Indiana B can play, I'm pretty sure this easy one is one of them. So this is a riskier pick, I feel like, for Texas B.
Yeah, I mean, the qualifier results between the two teams on easy wasn't too crazy, and then this map is short, so it's super practicable. It's simple. If you put enough runs in, you can get really consistent. So if either of these teams practiced, they could put up a killer score.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is the practice map, I feel like, for a lot of players.
Yes,
especially on B teams. I feel like most of the reading players where this doesn't necessarily have to be that much practice for the players, all the A teams have scooped up those players. And then the leftovers kind of go down to the B teams, which is unfortunate. But such is life for most teams. Maybe some teams that have like a bajillion players, like California Texas
Yeah.
and whatnot. You know, maybe they've got
SoCal is what I
some
was
room
thinking
to,
of.
to
They have
level
a
with,
crazy reading roster in the minor
but
league.
absolutely.
But it's just
Absolutely.
because they have so many players that their A team still is even crazier somehow. So
Can we ban the entire pool? Hey, well, you can technically. It's called not showing up to the match, so you don't play anything.
yeah, that would not really work that well for you though.
That is how that would go. Hey, GLHF's coming out. Boral, Lasagna Girly, and Thor are gonna be your lineup. Thor! Put Thor in! This is Thor playing here for Texas B. You love him. Hopefully you don't hate him. Gosh, I hope you don't hate him, but we've got D3 coming in with DT, and Spliffy gonna be your lineup here for Indiana B.
We will quickly be
love
able to
Thor.
see which teams practiced the map and which did not put in their runs.
Yeah, this map, for the most part, is like very straightforward in terms of like what the map does. Even on the harder parts, like I'm like air quoting it harder because there are harder parts. Those parts just take a little bit of extra practice here, but DT gonna be the first one to fall there for Indiana, setting a quite big score advantage over the way of Texas, not just from the miss, but also major act drop. We're down to 91%, 92% here on the easy mod of all things Anomaly. This is rough for Indiana.
Meanwhile, Boral's holding an SS. Lasagna Girly had 99, still high 98.
And the miss is coming
Spliffy's
through from
gonna go
both
down
Spliffy as
too.
well.
Yeah.
Not a
5USC
great
for Texas.
Three-way FC on Texas right now. It's not a great start for Indiana B. D3 doing their best, but this is the harder part of the map. You can't really like turn your brain off for this section because there is slight variance in the rhythms. DT gonna be finding unfortunate sight or misread there. Spliffy as well gonna be dropping the combo, and it's still a three-way FC. No, make that one way. It's a miss all on Indiana. They entirely reset their combos as we get into the end of the map, and yeah, spin as much as you want. Boral gets the FC there over that 500,000 threshold. SS, as you mentioned, Anomaly. And yeah, Thor and Lasagna Girly with the great backing scores, just the misses at the very end of the map. And that is the harder section. You do have to actually like practice that section.
This is a great performance from Texas. And
absolutely.
Yeah, even with the lower OD, SS is impressive. That guy can play easy.
That guy can indeed play easy. 3-0 for Texas off their first two picks and the breakpoint from Indiana. We'll have to see where they choose to go here for Indiana. The DT1 did not work for you. You looked a little rough on that third player for the flow tapping on the Nomad 2. And the easy one, I think, was kind of rough, but there's not really anything else left in the pool that mimics that kind of a map. So
you don't
hoping for a switch up here for Indiana B. I would like to see them not continue to go down the route of just aim picks, because those are generally the easiest contestable maps in the pool.
Right.
Stuff like the Nomad one, stuff like the Hard Rock one, heck, even the Hidden one. I would steer clear of those. I think you would have to maybe go more into some of the gimmickier stuff.
They're not exactly listening to your advice. 4. They have a plan, and their plan is Hidden 1.
Their plan is aim. Hey, you know what? Listen, I'm just trying to like hyper analyze this. The DT1 just didn't work for them, and whether that's match nerves, whether that's low rolls, whether that's whatever, you know, it didn't work. And maybe the other maps can work. Now, this Hidden 1 Anomaly, I don't know if you've played it or seen much of it.
I have.
Actually, it's not the easiest aim map.
No, it's not. And it's got some interesting reading parts in it because of the Hidden. You could easily find misses during the key eyes, even if you're aiming it right.
Absolutely. is a little bit of a risky pick, and at this point I wonder if Indiana B is just picking into bangers or if they are trying to pick their best maps. And honestly, I don't know. I can't fault them for wanting to pick this because they are a good aim team. Like, that is their core strength. They can do aim quite well. But I think match nerves, when all is said and done, it's gonna be tough for them to overcome. I think they do need to just be able to compose themselves, and they can put good scores together, but right now they have to get this point anomaly. They can't afford to lose another point here.
I don't fault them too much for picking this. Sometimes with such a big seed disparity, it is a decent strat to go on more consistency maps and just hope for the high roll. It's just really hard to pick into a team like Texas. So if this is what they're going for, I can't blame them too much. It's a tried and true strategy. And we'll have to see if it works for them here.
Yeah, we'll see how this ends up playing out. We've got some lineups in the lobby here. Boro, Laron, and Jexy going to be coming back in for Texas B, Indiana B. We've got the return of D3 here on after that easy one performance. He was the one who was doing pretty solid and is going to be the hidden / low AR player for Indiana. Now, this map isn't too low AR, but it is enough to make it uncomfortable on that 9.3. Laron and Boro going to be finding the first misses. D3 will trade, but it's pretty good looking so far here for Indiana B, Anomaly.
Yeah, you got a pretty decent score lead to start out the map. We do see Sugary and D3 go down, but it's 1FC to 1, so score lead's going to stay pretty much in the same place. But it's not that big of a lead. It could fluctuate because of AC.
Definitely can fluctuate, and it is riding a lot on these combos here for Indiana. That's the miss from Jexy. I believe that was the last
that
FC
was the last
for Texas
FC
B as well.
Still holding the S rank, so I guess it was just a slider break, but
so unfortunate. And the pause can add on to nerves, but we're halfway through the map already here, Anomaly. So this is the best that Indiana has looked on any map so far, going into the second half of the map, and I would love to see them continue to do this on their own pick, because you can't afford this breakpoint. We mentioned it already, it would let Texas go to match point, and that miss from Boro is actually going to continue to help Indiana.
Yeah, they're building up a pretty significant score lead here. You see Spliffy holding the FC, and then D3 and Sugary have just built back up supporting combos. They're adding a lot of score. It's about as good of a performance as you could hope for.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at the accuracies this time around. I feel like it's very much worth mentioning, even if that miss coming through from Sugary, and now, oh god, the miss from D3, Spliffy as well. It's a three-way break, but it's too late in the map for Texas to bring
luckily
back. But look at those accuracies on Indiana. I feel like it's been very easy to discount them so far in this match because their accuracies have been less than desirable on some of the players. But all three players keeping it above that 95% threshold. I'm actually quite impressed to see that from them.
You're right. There is the slight AC advantage to Texas still, but because Indiana's AC wasn't in the gutter and they managed to combo way more, the point goes comfortably in their favor.
Absolutely. So Indiana proving that, and they can keep their heads above the water here, getting their first point on the board. But how far above the water can you keep your heads here is going to be the question for this Indiana team, and versus a team like Texas B, it's going to be rough. And also, that was their pick as well, so gonna need to see Indiana continue to step it up here and throughout the rest of the match.
Even though it's 3-1, it is only a 1 breakpoint difference. So if Indiana wins back a breakpoint somehow, then suddenly things are back to even. But Texas is gonna go with another tapping map here. If it's anything like the No Mod 2, it might be hard for Indiana to field a roster. The 190 BPM map looked a little fast for their third player, so I can only imagine what 240 would feel like. But it is completely different, so we can see.
completely different indeed. But I do fear that this is going to be quite rough for Indiana B if any of the other mechanics tapping maps are anything to base off of, like that Nomad 2, which was specifically much lower BPM than this. I do worry for Indiana B here, but we'll get to see just how this goes for them. Hopefully it is going to pan out slightly better than that Nomad 2 did, but hey, Texas B, this is a great pick for them. They are strong on the mechanics, so really looking to abuse Indiana B, unfortunately.
For sure. And while Spliffy may not hack it as much as he would want to, if he can hold on to combo, that could be what ends up mattering the most.
Definitely gonna need to hold on to some combo here if you are Indiana. I think that is your one saving grace on this pick, but Julie Chef's coming out. Thor is in!
Thor is in.
Thor in! Got Boral, we got Jexy, we got Thor for Texas B, Spliffy, Sugary, D3 gonna be your lineup here for Indiana. And yeah, this was a 5WC custom, not the exact diff for this previous 5WC this year, but one of the lower diffs, so more accessible to the players here in this tournament, because not everybody is 5WC ready here, Anomaly, but you know, we'll see how this one pans out. So far, D3 with the first break.
Yeah, it's early enough where I don't know if it'll matter too much, but not the best of signs. And like predicted, Spiffy is comboing, but the AC is a little low, so it's kind of combo or die for him. His score will be capped so much because of the AC if he doesn't get enough combo.
Yeah, need to maintain decent combo here on this one. It's going to be a trade from Boral and Sugary. Thor are going to be dropping by the wayside here on this finger control section. So now it is just Spliffy versus Jexy, but way better recovery on D3 at the top right. So that score can slowly start moving back the way of Indiana B. It's an A rank on Spliffy, but
yeah, there's 6% app gap.
He is still FCing, so you know, accuracy going to be making it a little difficult to bring the score over quickly, but it will move nonetheless. It's from D3 coming through. It's going to be hurting Indiana. That score actually shifting so heavily from that miss, and yeah, this is actually looking pretty bad for Indiana. I do think Texas has already done the damage.
It's combo dense, so if there's like some sort of disaster on Texas, and Boral goes down, but it's not enough, or even close yet. And we're right at the end. I think it's all but sealed.
It is all but sealed, but what we can hope for is the final saving grace here for Spliffy. Yes, they are going to lose, but Spliffy, will we get the FC? Please hold.
He will.
Oh, we get
the 90 AC FC.
Oh, so much aura.
That is aura.
Look at that. I'm going to screenshot that. I love that.
So he actually ended up beating out Jexy's score because he actually FC'd the map.
Absolute cinema here from Spliffy. Hey, win or lose doesn't matter. You got to feel good about getting that full combo. You know, even with the accuracy, who cares, man?
Definitely.
Like,
it always feels good to full combo in match.
It's going to be match point here now for Texas, who is was on their own pick. So Indiana, they have another chance to go down the aim route if they want to, and it's just going to be hard one. It's aim. They fuck with the aim, and you know what? I respect it.
I don't hate the pick at all. After seeing how Hidden 1 went, I think this was probably the next best map in the pool for them to go on.
Definitely gonna be one of the picks here for them. I actually don't know how they fare when it comes to the hard rocks, but hopefully they can put together some scores again like we saw on that Hidden one. Looks like mostly the same lineup here for Texas B. It's gonna be Lasagna Girly, Laron, and Thor again. Is Thor gonna be playing? Thor?
Surely he stays in.
Surely Thor stays in. Can't remember if this was the same Hard Rock 1 that I played in playtesting, because I wasn't able to do... Oh, it is. Okay, it is the same Hard Rock 1. Yeah, this song's so much aura. Love this map so much.
It's a fun one. And it's like an old map, so
It's an old map.
You see a lot of linear patterns in it.
It is a 5-digit map for our 5-digit players.
5-digit map. Wow.
If that means nothing to you,
That is
then
ancient.
it should, because it means the map was submitted before 2011. So this map in particular was submitted in 2011, but it was very early in 2011. In February.
Honestly, it didn't age too poorly. It's a good map.
No. Yes, it's actually, it feels like if somebody tried to make an old style map today.
Yeah, I can believe it. Seeing a lot of misses come out from Indiana early. It's not a great start for their own pick, but it's early enough that there's map left for them to work with.
Yeah, should be not that big of an issue on paper, but continuing to find the misses and dropping that accuracy quite low is an issue for them. Already 130,000 points, and we're not even quarter way through the map. In a 3v3 setting, that's quite a bit of points here for Texas to have.
Sugary's really struggling to build up combo on this. Lasagna Girly will go down for being Texas's first miss, but there's just a huge combo and athlete on the side of Texas.
This is
Laren and DT will trade.
Not looking good here for Indiana on what could potentially be the final pick of the match for them.
Oh, and Indiana loses their last combo in Zenro, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Jexy as well on the side of Texas. Both Lasagna Girly and Laron. Fuck Thor. Hey man, that's my friend.
I thought we liked
Leave
Thor.
him alone.
I thought we liked
him
Thor.
alone. I love Thor. Thor's my goat.
Lauren has a different opinion, I guess.
We do not accept such profanities for the goat. But yeah, it's rough for Indiana, and I think at this point, you have to hope for like a natural disaster in Texas, which I would never wish that upon anybody. So
there's no more combo left on Texas, but like there's not much on Indiana
accuracy. There's no accuracy.
That too,
for Indiana.
that too.
If Indiana had the accuracy going for them, these combos would actually matter, but unfortunately, they just don't.
The score lead is actually going slightly in Texas' favor still, even with a combo disadvantage.
Yeah, this is going to be Texas finding the break point once more, moving forward in the winner's bracket of the minor league. Round of 16 will be where they end up. Indiana, not over for them. They're going to drop down to that loser's bracket, but still a valiant effort for them coming in as the lower seed. You don't expect them to overperform and overtake somebody like Seed 6 here in Texas B, but still did their best. They gave it their all, and
hey, they prevented the sweep. They put themselves on the board.
Yeah. Are there pick'ems for this tournament? I don't know if there are. I don't think there are. But if there were, they would have been ruined, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely. So, hey, that's going to do it for us here on the B Stream. Anomaly, you got any closing words?
Just well played to Texas. Like, you guys looked super dominant in that match, and you guys are going to kill the winner's bracket. So keep it up in the future weeks.
Definitely keep it up. Hey, but not all over for tonight, as it should stand. Actually, is it all over for tonight?
There's a lot
it is not.
There's a lot of matches at 3 UTC.
Yeah, there are plenty more. There's
we might see the D stream getting active tonight.
Yeah, we will get to see, hopefully. Hey, how many streams is always the question, but my name's Liliana. Joining me in the booth was Anomaly. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Thanks to Rhypogen for the stream, and we'll see more matches tonight. GG, well played.
GG.